Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that had gotten quite accustomed to just planning their life or living their life, thinking about what they wanted, what they needed, what they liked, what they didn't like. And that's all that needed to matter. If I keep to myself, no big deal. But then they met somebody that is hard to forget, or somebody that they really admire, we love. And this is motivating them to expand their horizons and think about what they could do for somebody else, or think about how their life would be if they open themselves up to loving that person. Hello there, Jess. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chanting. And I hope you're having a great day. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. I do have some fairly reasonable options. Let's go with the Morgan Greer and see what we've got for you. But this feels like a change of heart. And this could be about somebody who was kind of selfish until they had a child. So we've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So I'm taking that Eight of Wands in the reverse to be about somebody that doesn't really do the support thing, or like, don't make me your call in case of emergency person, because I'm not going to be there. This is like, yeah, I've got friends, but the people that I hang out with, the people that I associate with, I can't count on them. So why would I need to be reliable for them? I'm just over here taking care of myself. So this is like a learned behavior, right? I've, gotten used to not being able to rely on anyone else. So why would I think about trying to help someone else? But they've gotten to the point where they feel like that's a very limiting perspective, or it isn't going to work out to continue to have that approach. Hermit in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. I realize now that living a kind of self-absorbed life has really just caused me some problems that I didn't anticipate. There has been a loss here, perhaps financial or a business loss. And it's because this person feels like people didn't like them, or people didn't want to help them. And I think they've been willing to look at themselves in the mirror and say, well, of course, why would they help me if I wouldn't help them? Maybe the problem is I put out this energy of the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and therefore that's the energy that I get back, right? Hello, Doris. Hello, Darnell. How are we doing? For some of you, this person who was, living that self-absorbed life or just thinking about themselves, ran into somebody who just like to their face said, you really only just think about yourself, don't you? Like, ever. That's really the only thing you care about, huh? And it was not a comfortable conversation. It was not a comfortable moment. They might have got called out by a complete stranger, or somebody who really meant, a lot to them. Maybe this is not somebody who falls in love, but this could have been like a friend, somebody they admired at work. This is realization of, I might have thought this was the best approach, but it's clearly not. Now it's feeling more like a burden to avoid connecting with people, or continue this, kind of focus on me and forget everyone else kind of thing. They're starting to realize that this is not a sustainable life theory or approach. I'm going to have to be honest with myself that I really can't do everything. Now, I want everyone that tunes in to feel competent, capable, empowered, There are a lot of things that you can do completely on your own. But there are also times where it really does make a huge difference if you have someone that can listen to you, if you have somebody that can open the doors when you're moving something into your house, whatever it is. There are times where there's need for someone else to help, right? And that's what's made it clear to this person that doing this, as long as it's okay for me, then it's okay. It's really not going to work. All right, so we've got Ten of Swords in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. So basically, I can't get hurt if I'm not placing expectations on other people. But that earned them a reputation of being somebody that was rather cold or heartless, or maybe even people assumed this person was lonely or talked about their aversion to letting people in, getting to know people. All right, this is the situations deck. Hello, Rachel. How are we doing? Searching in the reverse. I don't want to know. I don't want to find out. I don't want to be honest about what's going on. And then, remember I said maybe somebody just said it to their face, like, you really just only care about yourself, huh? They might have tried to avoid what the reality was of their situation until all of a sudden they can't, because we have this realization card. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Them's the facts. You got no one. This is somebody realizing, I really don't have anyone I can call if I have a problem. If you get into a little fender bender and you can't drive your car and you need to have somebody come pick you up, or you need to have somebody pick you up from the airport, whatever it is, this person needed someone and it was like crickets. There's no one there. So they're starting to wonder why they have always tried to keep people at such a distance. Trash in the reverse, sold in the reverse, and interview. So they're thinking about someone they have distance with, somebody that they have not spoken to in a while, somebody they perhaps betrayed. They want to have a conversation with this person. Expectation in the reverse, unexpected income in the reverse. Mature woman. For many of you, this is somebody realizing they want to take care of someone in the context of a romantic relationship, and or for a child that was unexpected, because we have the expectation card in the reverse. So that was not planned. That was not my intention, but here we are. This is what's going on. Hello, Doris. Hello, Nathaniel. Did I already say hi to Doris? Maybe you got twice, but that's okay, right? This unexpected income is an unexpected cost, right? For a mature woman. I think for some of you, this is, oh crap, now I have a family to think about, and I have to decide whether or not I'm going to continue with my little self-absorbed, self-centered life, or if I'm going to take care of someone. But we have obstacles, overcoming differences together. Somebody decides, I want to make this work. I'm invested. So I think expectations are generally quite low at the beginning of this encounter or this conversation. But then we have someone saying, I don't want you to struggle to make ends meet, so I'm going to make this easier for you. For some of you, this person has been seen as self-centered, but they are not. That's not for the whole, like, 70% of you or 80% of you, but for a percent, like maybe like around 25. There are some people here who just have the reputation for being self-centered because they have lived an authentic life or they haven't followed certain expectations from the community, but that doesn't mean they're actually self-centered. That's the perception. But there is a life change, a milestone, or an unexpected circumstance. This could be somebody who has a sister or brother pass away, and they're named as the legal guardian for the children. I do feel like it has something to do with family, though, because we've got this family room here. Wasn't planning on having a family, but here we go. We got a family. What are we going to do about this? And this person ends up finding that they could actually be quite generous, that they could actually be quite caring for others. It brings out a tenderness in them that they didn't realize was still there. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing today? All right. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Swords in the reverse. This unexpected change in someone's life may initially be seen as problematic, an obstacle, something you really don't want to have to deal with. And then it grows into this center point or this focal point for somebody's life. It's, I think, finding meaning or purpose, because you go from feeling alone and like you have to do everything by yourself and no one cares about you, to having a responsibility that also that responsibility loves you. This could even be about somebody who adopts a cute little, dog that has lost their owners or whatever, but it breaks someone out of this perception that they can really only do things solo. I don't want to let anybody know who I am, or I don't want to, rely on anyone. There's a endearing bond or a few that are built for this person who previously was very much so seen as only caring about themselves. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands. Okay, so I saw a movie about this, and I'm struggling to remember the name of it, but it was a young man studying to become a doctor whose brother passes away and he has young children. And that young man decides to give up his pursuit of being a doctor. And I think he instead becomes a pastor. But his whole life is about these kids. And even though he had been quite the independent person, this is old, maybe 20 years old. They end up changing his life. So with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting something changing in an instant. All of a sudden you have this responsibility, or all of a sudden maybe you marry and you have stepchildren, but it's something that turns this person into a very, we'll go with turns him into a teddy bear. Okay. Hello, amigos. How are you doing? Hello, Vito. Hello, dude. How's it going? All right, we've got Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Sun, and the Six of Wands. So a feeling of something failing or something not working right, leading to a wonderful outcome. So sometimes we feel like we know exactly what it is, what path we want to take, what would make us happy, who we end up marrying or be with or whatever, right? We make these plans and we think this is how I get to my happiness, right? That right there, that path. I know there's like a couple over here, a couple over here. I don't want those. And then a tree falls over and now that path doesn't even work. And you're like, but that was the only way I could be happy. Now what am I supposed to do? I don't even have a drone. I can't like fly over it or anything. And you get so focused on that one path. You forget there's all these other paths. There's all these other opportunities. This person felt like they had to do one particular thing or that their happiness depended on, maybe super independence or just being on their own, not having a lot of responsibility. And they're realizing, or they're going to realize, this family obligation or this partnership, this happy domestic home, that is what they want. That is what the path is that gets them to their happiness. So we have a willingness to finally update someone's definition of happiness or, what I could do to potentially be a happy person. Hello, Voyager. How are you doing? That's true, key controller. Good point. So we've got the Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Two of Cups in the reverse. I do feel like what changes in an instant likely has to do with either an end of a relationship or somebody that is passing away. My condolences if you lose somebody. This is somebody feeling like they have to get their story straight so they can basically talk their way out of this responsibility, or, I'm not ready for that. I don't think that's the life I want. Everything's changing too fast. No. But they end up realizing that's not true. I'm super resistant to it because I'm not used to it, but maybe that's exactly what I want. Maybe what I do want is coming home every day to people that, yes, rely on me, but also like love me fiercely. There's this desire to belong, right? Even if it's a group of 2 people or 3 people, I belong somewhere. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Life is now. Pathway. I told you guys. Literally talking about paths like 2 minutes ago, and this says choices, alternatives, horizons, new, forward, and direction. I always felt like my life would go this way, but it turns out I could actually go down that path over there and it would be pretty all right. Serendipitous, right place, right time, lucky, unexpected. I didn't think my life would go that way. I didn't think I would meet you. I didn't think you would be my child, whatever it is. We have this thing that happens to me that I really did not plan for, changes my life in the best possible way ever. but we do have a little bit of mystery. Silence, captivating, secrets, high priestess, mystic, and hidden. So there could be a family secret, a family scandal. There could be somebody that doesn't want to give you all of the information. Communication, expression, voice, transmission, message, news, and connection. And we've got free and ancestors. Travel, explore, wild, uninhibited, and adventure. And foundation, root, family, lineage, and security. So someone goes from prioritizing this like single life, I'm going to do everything on my own, I don't want to have any responsibilities, to, you know what, I really like having a family. I really like being closer with my siblings, or, you know, closer with my parents, or having kids of my own. This is, I want to have that sense of a family unit. All right, this is the Black Tarot. Hey, Peggy. How we doing? Thank you. What else do we have? The World in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. Four of Wands. So this is basically saying, if you want your life to be better, you have to be open to this concept of service, I think. I think this is about being of service, being there for someone, being reliable. Will it end in a marriage, or like, will it include some fabulous love story? Totally possible. But this is about somebody who goes from possibly just being perceived this way, but focusing on what do I want, what makes me happy, to now I live to make sure that you are happy and safe. This could also be somebody who is changing their job or career. They could feel like they are making money doing something they don't really care about or don't feel passionate about, so they decide to pivot to doing something that gives back to, you know, the community, or helps you know, veterinarians or animals that don't have homes, things like that. But this is, I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to be that person. I'm ready to make a difference. There is somebody who realizes they have the ability to make the world a better place, even if it's a little corner of the world, right? Hello there, Wiz. Is that what I'm supposed to call you? Wait, is it Brian? I might not remember that correctly. Hello there, Akbar. How are you doing? Hello, Sarah. Hello, Realm of Bedlam. Meow. What else do we have? Hierophant in the reverse and the King of Swords. This could be a need for family helping out because a marriage has ended, or somebody has abandoned their responsibilities. But this King of Swords, somebody who is seen as maybe a little bit overly analytical or to themselves, decides, I think I can do that. I think I can help. I think I can provide a sanctuary, or I could provide a sense of home for them or that person or that group that needs help, you know? Awesome. What else do we have? We have Death and Knight of Spheres in the reverse. The Knight of Spheres, by the way, is the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Hermit. I'm so impressed with you. I don't know who you are. Who do you think you are? But this is somebody who realizes they're being called. There's something that happens. Perhaps it's an emergency. Perhaps it's somebody who loses a partner through divorce or some accident. Again, my condolences. This is somebody who says, I can help. I can step up. Maybe they donate to a family that really needs it. But I think this is more so, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a part of this. I want to make sure that you feel like you have someone you can count on. And you know what? I get this impression that we have somebody who's very smart, right? King of Swords is a very intelligent person. Don't get too caught up on the gender. This could be somebody who is not masculine or not a man, right? But this is somebody who is very wise, probably also fairly educated. And this person learns lessons on life from a small animal or a small child. And I'm smiling because I don't have kids, but I know that's quite true. Kids are magical. There's something about them that obviously it's the innocence, right? You don't necessarily understand exactly how the world works, but sometimes you say things and it's like spot on. So this King of Swords could kind of get a little bit of like calling you out to your face from a small child. So we've got the Moon in the reverse, the Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups. So something unexpected, something that no one could have really planned for, brings somebody out of a sense of being kind of trapped by themselves. And it turns them into this Queen of Cups. Someone who feels like they belong, somebody who feels like they're a part of a unit, a family unit, someone who feels like they are loved. It adds a whole new layer of meaning to life for this person who previously felt like they really did know what was going on. And who maybe didn't really feel like these things go well. Let's see. Ooh. This is the everyday tarot. I almost dropped it on the floor. But we good. It's all right. Hello, Dr. Strangelove. How's it going? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles. It's an unexpected loss or an unexpected cost, a situation that calls for assistance from others, that has this King of Swords asking themselves, can I be a King of Pentacles? Am I capable of building a happy 10 of Cups, a home? And with the High Priestess, I think they may have dreams or they listen to their intuition because they realize this is what I'm supposed to do. Nine of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups. So even though this person has potentially had plans, maybe they wanted an early retirement, maybe they wanted to go live in the middle of nowhere and never see anyone again, but they end up having to abandon those plans. Maybe it's not so important that I be alone. Maybe it's better that I give back. Maybe it's better that I make a difference in these animals' lives or these kids' lives or my family's life. Feels like I'm capable of this. This is something I could do. So 10 of Cups in the reverse, 4 of Wands, where I may have rejected this or where I may have felt like I didn't belong anywhere. Now all of a sudden, I know where I belong. Now all of a sudden, I have somewhere where I belong. There are people that miss me. There are people that want to ask me how my day was, or they draw me cartoons for the refrigerator. You know, this is somebody who starts to appreciate a different side of life. Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the 5 of Cups with the Sun. That's more than I was trying to take there, but that's all right. This is somebody who has dealt with fear for a long time, and that has, I would say, for a long time, kept them from letting other people get close to them. And it has also started to not sit well with them. What have I done in terms of missing out on opportunities? What have I written off as not worth my time that was actually something that could have enriched my life or helped me feel like I belonged? So this is enlightenment. Even though I never would have maybe signed up for my current situation, now that I'm in it, I appreciate what joys it brings to my life, or I appreciate why this is where I ended up. A sense of purpose or a mission. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. Separation, give your relationship a chance, and soulmate. So it won't necessarily be super smooth sailing. It does look like you would encounter somebody that wants to be there for you and then deal with some sense of loss. You know, I don't know if I'll see you again. I don't know if you're interested. I don't know if you feel the same way. But then I see a reconciliation and like an acknowledgement. I can't forget you. You're that person that I daydream about in terms of who I want to spend my days with, who I want to go on trips with. But there could be some potential for, I don't know, disruption because of whatever this is to a love connection. This could also be something that has to do with a love connection. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Life is hard right now. Look around. Help is at hand. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It's like, yes, something happens. There's a problem. There's disruption to this family's life or people that need assistance. And the person who is assigned is this Queen of Cups in the reverse. A little bit of a curmudgeon. Somebody that may be a little moody, a little difficult. But that'll change. 5 of Swords. Anxiety. I don't know if I can handle this. What do I do? We have the Sun and the King of Swords. This King of Swords says, I know this is unusual. I know this isn't necessarily what I thought I was going to be doing with my life, or I didn't know if I ever wanted to be in this position, but I can figure it out. They don't seek to like shirk their responsibility or sidestep this. It's like it doesn't take them very long to embrace this responsibility or opportunity, even though there are a lot of people that look at this King of Swords and say, there's no way you're not going to be able to do that. You don't know how to take care of kids, or you don't know how to take care of a farm. You don't know how to salvage that property, but they find out how. For some of you, this person finds new strength through religious beliefs or a religious community. And they find that what had kind of been difficult for them in terms of mental health or happiness seems to be in some way like mitigated or dealt with through this act of service, helping others, helping a family, helping kids, helping animals. What made them feel kind of powerless before about the state of their community or of society, now they feel like they're actively doing something to make things better. I'm helping people, making sure they get food, or I'm in this kid's life and now they have a father figure. There's a sense of, I'm actually doing something, I'm contributing, making a difference. Hello, Mona, how are you doing? So we've got Justice in the reverse, somebody who feels like if they did not step up, there would be innocent people or innocent lives that have to deal with the consequences. So they know the truth is everybody does better if I decide to help out, or if I decide to be a part of that, if I decide to contribute any way I can. So this is really interesting. I feel this is somebody who's finally found their purpose, and they never would have guessed that this was their purpose. But I have a lot of respect for you because you are willing to change your perspective and you're willing to step up to be there, especially to all of you out there that are a step parent or adoptive, foster, and you're out there to take care of someone who needs it. I appreciate you and I applaud you. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.